Welcome to everybody watching the VOD. There we go. That was amazing. They both, I hit them both in the recovery frame. Aww. This is a little slow. Really bad spawns, too. Okay. Formation. Wow, nice. Generic dudes can do anything. At least that gave me an empty dump. Tiny sidewalk time. Nice deadly pattern. Alright. Could have gotten away, but I didn't. It's funny because, unspoken, I was having thoughts of, I feel really good right now, maybe this could be the run. And then I immediately got killed by the frat boys. That's, River City Ransom can smell what you're thinking. This is all very common knowledge. That was the same pattern, but that time I got through. Terrible pattern. Alright. Ow. Jocks. This is my dash. Good backup. Alright, frat guy's in the dump. Almost certainly losing the chain here. Got through. Yep, nothing I could do. I tried. Run is almost certainly dead. Need to hope for a miracle in the mid-game. Brass knuckles are not a miracle. Sidewalk time. Keep your enemies safe. Nice dash. Can't believe I got away from that. But the harder you have to work to get the crate, the more empty the warehouse is. That's just the way it goes. Sidewalk time. Nice empty dump. Tiny sidewalk time. Missed my dash because of the lag. Sure, I'll get the coins. Original, yep. For now, at least. Not exactly sure what my plan is here. Just sort of feeling things out. Good to see you, Ursats. Hope you're doing well. Nice. Successful run so far. Very unlikely to keep the chain. Oh, yeah. My bad, I should have kept running. I saw the second chain and I got greedy. Homeboys. Something about that guy swinging a weapon there ensures that we're going to see homeboys in the next room. Sidewalk time. Homeboys in the next room. Good pattern. Mob are terrible. I'll give it a shot, but run's probably dead. Have to wait. That was very trolly. Yeah, I tried. Tried to cut it as close as possible. Take that, Doug. Sidewalk time. Not sure how I didn't get around that. It was my fault. That's a lot of time loss that I could have avoided. Tiny sidewalk time. Mob. I'm dead. Nothing I could do. Even just getting into the warehouse is a major victory. Formation. Sidewalk time. Punchy, pretty face guy. Tiny sidewalk time. Mob again. This time they let me through, but I'm probably gonna have an empty warehouse. Nope, but a bad pattern. Got screwed by the AI as well. And bad spawn. Yeah. I'm not good at that backup. We got into the warehouse, though. Big victory. I haven't seen any of those ads, and I think I should be grateful for that. Homeboys in here are rare. Deadly pattern, but they let me through. He stopped? What was that all about? This could take a while. Battle is intriguing. What's up? Good to see you. Empty dump. Flying chain. Missed my dash again. This run is dead now. And I don't think I got the... No, I did get the money. Okay. I'll keep going. No, I won't. I was only going to keep going if I had kept the chain. I need to stop missing those dashes against Blade. I don't normally do that. Deadly pattern, but they let me through. Sidewalk time. I missed that dash too. Haha. It allowed me to see that though, I guess. I didn't miss any dashes in practice. Even though it felt like I was going to. Warm up, I should say. Tiny sidewalk time. That guy's so fast. What is happening here? Very, very strange jocks pattern and weapons and behavior. How did that not hit Doug? Okay. Almost brought it back. But I was probably a pixel away from hitting Doug there. Because that was the fastest pattern in the warehouse. Sidewalk time. Bad pattern. Okay then. I don't know how I picked that guy up. I thought it was way too late for that to happen. I thought I'd messed that up by having the crate land on the top. Barely got the coin there. Alright. Sub 130. Generic dudes everywhere. Oh, Umpty Dump. I was about to say very likely to lose the chain here. We got through. Still likely to lose it before the mid-game. Could get a deadly pattern here. Nope. Likely to lose it here. Wow. Alright, homeboys in the warehouse. Please don't give me the laggiest pattern. That's a pretty laggy pattern too. Nice dash of death. Whoa, weird spawns. What the heck is going on? I stink. Backed it up, though. I can take the homeboys here. Dude! What is happening? The game is perfect, that's what's happening. This run stinks now. Whatever. We'll keep going. No pressure here, because it was a terrible mid-game. Alright. Let's see if I can get the shakedown here. Nope. Early. That stinks. Rats. Missed the frame perfect input. Let's see if we're able to finish out the run here. Best pattern. No way! I hate when you hit him, but it says you didn't. Got the best pattern, but I messed it up. Still fast. What are you doing? I'm dead. Nothing I could do. And he had a weapon. Goodbye. Seasonal best is dead. I got the internationals and they had a weapon and they threw it all the way to the left. And so they all chased it. River City Ransom. Nothing I could do. Nice attempt. $22. Actually, it is a seasonal best because I nailed the Simon fight. Well, we have 10 seconds to save on the top floor now. gonna be tough to run against the Ivan split. It's a 623. Okay. That was a really weird run, but almost all River City Ransom runs are. Yeah, skooma. Gotta love skooma. But yeah, this is a delightfully programmed game. Surprisingly deep. Yeah. The closest, obviously, and, well, not obviously, but as you might guess, the closest thing to a standard run is Will Bobsled's world record, the sub-6. That's just the run where the most has gone right in a run. Alright. For some reason, it still doesn't want to save to the correct splits file. Frickin' live split, I don't know what's up with you. Sum of best is now 537 for the season. Let's keep going. Here he comes, empty. Empty? Nope. Pretty face, guys, activated. I managed to lure him down, nice. Yeah, we were on solid 6-1x pace there, until the top floor absolutely ruined everything. And that was with a bad mid-game, so... I'm technically at any time I could get a full-on personal best of a mid-6-0x, but... that's so frickin' unlikely. Nice free real estate. Homeboys in the warehouse. Terrible pattern. Another sub 130. Successful run. Very likely to lose the chain here. Another empty dump. How did I kind of felt that coming. That's very kind of the game. Still likely to lose the chain before the mid-game. It's raining again. There has been no rain in the forecast the last few days, but it's been raining a lot the last few days. Deadly pattern here? That's kind of a deadly pattern, but I got around it. Likely to lose the chain here. Nope. Good dash of death. Where were you? Alright, we can take the homeboys in the next room if we have to. Where are you? Weird. I'm very happy with this run. No matter what happens from here, I feel great. Let's go. Pretty clean so far. It's gonna be very tough to compete with everything except for the top floor, though. And I could just die at any time. Like here. Nope. Is that too far away? I might lose 3 seconds here due to a really stupid reason. I might be too far away here to... Okay, we're good. Got it. Got the shakedown. Nice run. I feel awesome about this. Super unlikely to finish this from here, just like all runs, but I'm really happy with what we've done so far. Am I dead here? Super punch. He's got a weapon. Nothing I could do. Losing a lot of time here. Terrible pattern. They're both dead? He's stuck. Nothing I could do. Game broke. That's a shame. That was a good run. That's River City Ransom. Yeah, getting very consistent. If you're allowed to get past the mid game, you're almost always within point something of your usual times. So that's why he was stuck. He was trying to get the weapon. He thought it was right below him. I got a terrible spawn and then worse situation. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's nice, even though I'm still derusting, that things are going this well. You should be asleep. I'm sorry. In Cuneo, indeed. What are you doing, Doug? Game gonna game. What's up, Wellsish? Nice generic dudes. Yeah, that was a nice attempt, though. So, that's a lesson there. If you ever see somebody on an upper level jittering like that, and there's a weapon below them, just pick up the weapon and throw it away, and then they'll come down to you, usually. Sidewalk time. Keep Doug safe. I'd call this a very successful session so far. Yeah, hopefully your body's able to listen to you soon when you say, I want to sleep. Hopefully your body agrees with you sometime soon. But I hope you enjoy the Cuneo until then. Jumpy Doug. Empty? Nope. Jocks? One of them is really low. I should have lured him up. Okay, we're good. Dang it. That didn't? Okay. Loaded this one up last night briefly. Gonna try casual playthrough, maybe learn novice? Heck yes. I'll be very excited to check that out, and I really hope you enjoy it. First off, I hope the casual playthrough is really fun. It's one of my favorite games to play casually. It's maybe the first game I ever played, and I played it for years and years and years casually. They let me through the dump? Yeah, jumping, yep, it's a bit to get used to. You don't have... What is going on with Doug? He almost got me. That was a really weird bridge. You don't really have any movement options in the air. You can, like, kind of stop your momentum. Nice. Nice. Good dash of death again. Whoa. Nothing I could do. That's one of the only ways you can get hit here, if you're doing the proper movement, which I was. Game said no. That's River City Ransom. I'm glad you're happy about it. Yeah, I'm always happy to see you now here too. I'm always delighted to see you. Formation. That should be Homeboys, right? Nope. Okay, so when that guy swings his weapon, it's not the Homeboys seed. Yeah, jumping definitely takes a bit to get used to. The physics in general. It can feel a bit sticky sometimes, especially if there's a lot of lag happening. I was doing a foot race with generic Doug there. And some of the environmental stuff can be a little buggy. Sometimes you can run into invisible walls, you can get stuck on invisible walls, and not be able to move at all. Whenever that happens, just try to move straight down, and that should free you. And then the warehouse, it takes a lot of getting used to platform through there. Mob. Or no. I don't know what I was thinking there. That counted as me landing on it, huh? Also, this can happen. I misread Japanese. I was looking at the first group of letters that time instead of the second group. I killed the run because I misread Japanese. Whee! Yeah, tag and run, Doug. Pretty face guy sniffed me up close a couple times. This. Yeah, I haven't watched too many Link to the Past randomizers. I've seen a bit more of Zelda 1 rando because Chest Jerk does that. Bad pattern. Got through it. Whoa, nice spawn! I shouldn't have waited. Okay. I got Kunio'd. I was wondering if you meant to say literacy or literally. Link to the Past runners often call getting the book becoming literate or finding literacy. I love it. Places where literacy can kill a run. I see. I see. In my case, it was illiteracy. Sidewalk time. Tiny sidewalk time. Poor sideburns. Nice pattern. Can I fight in the warehouse? Yes. Eventually. Maybe. Or not. Very bad luck there. And a block. Yeah. Not the best luck there, but we got through. Nice. Successful run. Let's see if we could possibly keep the chain here. Empty room, frat guys in the next room. Almost certainly gonna lose it here. Nice. Lots of lag, though. Just need to get... Yeah, just get me a Japanese book, and via the rules of this game, I will suddenly gain the rules of learning Japanese. Gain the rules of learning Japanese, huh? Deadly pattern here? Yes, but they let me through. Very likely to lose the chain here. Okay, pretty face guy was nice. Platforming. Missed my dash. Still got through. Alright. Didn't die immediately that time, but the room was empty. Homeboys, I need to hope for the squids in the next room. Yikes. Squids? Nope. Squids? Nope. Squids? Yes. Matagawa. Well, that was good movement by him, and now I'm perfectly surrounded. How did that go through him? Whatever. I was pretty screwed the moment I got the homeboy. The moment I got an empty room in Turk's room. Things were not looking so good. Formation. Thrown weapon hitboxes can be incredibly strange in this game, as you just saw. Sidewalk time with Pretty Face Guy. Hope everybody's doing amazing. Very hard to believe it's almost September. The weather over here became suddenly very fall-like, unseasonably fall-like for the end of August. Yep, nothing I could do. I was hoping for the best pattern there. I got one of the worst. If you see the mob when you try to pick up the crate, it's very rare for you to actually be able to get through with the crate. Yeah, Deadly Ice Dome will descend unexpectedly any day. Indeed. Yeah, I've been watching the US Open tennis, and they're in New York, and it's been way warmer there than it's been here. There's just like a pocket here in this area that is way colder than everywhere else. This entire week it's going to be 15 degrees Fahrenheit below the yearly average. Yeah. Very nice. We got the most consistent pattern and we played it well. 126 warehouse. And the jocks let me through. Somehow got past the frat guys. And I didn't mess up Blade. Very successful run. I'm super happy with this. Very unlikely to keep the chain, but let's give it a shot. Oh, nice empty dump. That's a big help. Still likely to lose it before the mid-game. Could get a deadly pattern here. And most patterns here are bad. Woo! Jumpy boy. Platforming. Squids, huh? I had to jump early there. There was nothing I could do. They messed up my platforming. That's an unbelievably rare spawn, and I got one of the worst possible patterns for it. I got completely Kunio'd there. Goodbye. Where are you? You couldn't have been more effective there. You literally could not have been more effective there. That was the most incredible AI that could have been there. There was not a single thing I could have done based on the one decision that I made to try to give myself more space. That got perfectly punished, and then everything after that was punished. That's River City Ransom. I got Kunio'd. Yeah, I completely forgot they could show up in the warehouse. It's really funny how, like, 8 different schools can show up in the warehouse in this game, but in EX, only 2 can. Yeah. Yeah, they might be like a 2% gang in there. 1% or 2%. They let me through. Yeah, that went way too well. Well, that was so much lag that I was unable to jump. Ha! I did a Tommy Boy because of how much lag there was. The mob bringing in all their weapons caused the warehouse to go even slower than usual. And they're almost impossible to fight quickly in there. Alright. Sidewalk time. I wasn't able to... I moved down late. That's a weird pattern. Alright. He was way too far away. That's gonna be a bad spawn. Yep. Yeah, I was 1 pixel, maybe a sub-pixel off there. I'm pretty sure that distance can work sometimes. But still, it was my mistake, throwing it that late. Sidewalk time with Generic Doug. Those sound like little TV specials. Little mini-series. Sidewalk time with Pretty Face Guy. Sidewalk time with Generic Doug. Mini sidewalk time. Someday Generic Doug will be his own Doug. Mob in here, run his light, and he's perfect. Yeah, nothing I could do. He must defeat the real Doug of the Homeboys in Mortal Kombat. Not like real life Mortal Kombat, just the game. Whichever one they choose. Generic Doug, you will henceforth be known as Doug. Wow. Yeah, Homeboy's Doug will have something to say about that. The double! The Doug Bull. This is nice. Thank you all for being here. Yes! Young Neil is the epitome of human expression. Nice job, Pink Doug. Mob in here. I probably am dead. Yep. Nice formation. Sidewalk time with Pretty Face Guy. Very bad pattern. Yeah, I could have actually gotten around that. I could have moved down right away, but I didn't quite know what to do. I was expecting to get hit there, and so I was gonna have to press different buttons. Empty? No, that's the Homeboys' swing. If they swing early, it's the Homeboys. If they swing late, then it's empty. Sidewalk time. I just barely got him. Mob again. Nothing I could do. Yep. Game is acting a bit more like itself lately. It was treating me quite well in the early goings, but not anymore. I think the mob are the most effective run stumpers, mostly in those two rooms. It goes to different schools depending on different situations. Like, the frat guys are the most effective run killers in the early game. The mob in the pre-warehouse and the warehouse are the most effective run killers. In the late game, it's the internationals and the squids. In Burb Village, usually it's like the plague or the cowboys or the squids because they do unexpected things. The tunnel, post-tunnel area, yeah. That used to be, like, the place that I couldn't get past. But usually, thankfully, there's only one possible pattern that can kill you there if you move a specific way, thanks to Will Bobsled's discoveries. And, unfortunately, in this stream, that one pattern killed one of my runs that was on a good pace. But you are correct. Oh, I stink. Mr. Coin, whatever. Here come the frat guys. Alright, successful run. Let's see if we can possibly keep the chain. Very likely to lose it here. Yeah, bad pattern. Oh, I got through. Ha! Empty. Is that Jocks in the next room? Or Homeboys? I think it's Jocks. Yep, Jocks. Alright, likely to lose it here. Yeah, that was a really bad pattern. Lost quite a bit of time there. What? He let me through. What? What? The chain didn't hit any of them? I missed my dash. Well, this run's dead. Whatever. Can't take him. I got hit. Okay. Yep, too far away. I don't know why he landed that far into the pipes. I think there are some weird detection things that happen based on how high you are on the screen. I think Will Bobsled has decompiled the game and read the source logic. I think that's why he figured out a lot of what he did. About 20 seconds behind here. I will go for a box sled if I can. Alright. Pretty face guy! Let's do this. Very nice. And got the shakedown. Well, this run rocks. I don't care if I'm 20 seconds behind. I'm the best. Weapon. Nope, they were just back there. Perfect Ivan fight. Bad pattern. I missed the coin. I went right through it. That can happen sometimes. Likely dead here. Alright. Lots of weapon lag there. Whoops. Alright, we finished a run with a first try box sled and the shakedown. Deathless. Okay. I don't know if that's my first completed novice run with a successful box sled seamlessly incorporated into the run. But I feel pretty good about that. Yeah, that was a fun run. Yeah, that felt good. Let's do some more. I'm getting that pattern a lot to start. Sidewalk time. Nice empty dump. And then I pressed left, my finger twitched. That was gonna be a fast start. Then my finger twitched, I stopped my dash, and then immediately got stuck inside the pole. This is gonna be a seasonal best, isn't it? That was RNG manipulation. I'm gonna get free real estate at the warehouse now. Yeah, here's hoping, exactly. Well, that is the opposite of free real estate in the warehouse, but they were docile mob. That's rare. And we got double mob. That's really, really, really bad. We did not RNG manipulate good luck here. We got the opposite of good luck. Nothing I could do. Homeboys. Sidewalk time. Okay, we got 1% gang and the worst possible pattern. Yeah, I'll reset. Absol, oh my goodness. Thank you so frickin' much for the 51-month sub. That's incredible. I really, really, really appreciate it. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing. Welcome, welcome. I'm having a good day so far. Thank you so much. Having a good session with River City Ransom here, or Downtown Neketsu Monogatari, as it were. Doing pretty well with it mentally. Surprisingly well. I've done a lot of training in the last few years that is seemingly passing on a lot of good qualities, keeping me sane. That was really well done. Anxiety day. Oh, sorry. Chilling out here will be nice. I hope so. Yep. Empty. Empty like my brain! Yeah, I really hope this can help. Sorry to hear you're having an anxiety day. Nice formation. Now, this is only, I believe, the third day that I've come back to this game to grind it a little bit. So, things could definitely change mentally, but I'm very pleasantly... I'm not necessarily surprised. I wondered if I'd be better. Yes, I have played the PC Engine version of this game. I have also speedrun it. There are some differences that make it notably different to speedrun, especially toward the end. In the medium difficulty mode, which this is, a lot of the gang members have more willpower, and so it makes things go slower. Yeah, I shouldn't have tried that. This is very slow. Let's see if I get the best pattern here. Nope. That's pretty good, though. Yeah, PC Engine has basically the exact same mechanics. Like, exact same physics engine. So you can do basically everything exactly the same. It's a true port. Yeah, the music and graphics are a really nice vibe. That's not a split. I'm not gonna mess with that right now because if I press the button that changes that, then it's gonna stop the emulator, so I'm just gonna deal with that after. Nice, I got through there. We are not 11 seconds ahead right now, unfortunately. Yeah, you know, that may as well happen. Yeah, whenever terrible things happen to me, instead of it being like, God hates me, it's right... Now it's like, okay, well, I guess that happened. Oh well. Like that. I don't know how that hit me, actually. It seemed like I was above him, but the game said I was hit, so I was hit. So now the run is almost certainly dead. Unless I get very, very, very lucky with a chain or a lead pipe in the next room. Here we go. They both spawn without a weapon, and I'm dead. Oh well. Even if I had still kept the chain by then, that was such a terrible pattern that I think they would have killed the run anyway. Yeah, and I honestly, the goal here is still to get world record, but that's not my daily goal anymore. My daily goal is just to start stream and play this game, and then maybe hang out with people. And if good stuff happens in the game on the side in the meantime, then that's great, but I'm just here to be here. Connect with people over this game, like... I'm in the position now where I could potentially help people get into this game and speedrun it and stuff. Like Wells-ish is thinking about picking it up very soon, at least casually. Joka just ran it recently. Bad pattern. Yeah, nothing I could do about that. I'll get that coin though. It can be tough, like when you're in the position that the both of us are, where we don't know who's going to be showing up, if anybody. Then it's hard to be able to like have that be the focus. It feels like we have to be game-focused in order for the experience to reliably mean anything. But days like this make me feel like that's a good goal to have, that I can just be here to be here and then hang out. And so I'm really grateful for days like this. Yeah, that was my bad. I did a really bad first dash there. Exactly, hanging out with friends while playing one of my favorite games. Yeah, there doesn't have to be any pressure. I put so much freaking pressure on myself in earlier grinds of this game. Sidewalk time. Where could you go wrong just having some sidewalk time with your friends and enemies? Okay. Indeed. What did that chain just glance off of? I'm gonna have to check that out later. Nice jumping chain swing. Yeah, I'm... Depending on how hard I actually grind this now, I'm definitely gonna take a, like, in terms of actual game-oriented goals daily, I'm gonna take it more like Will Bobsled did, where I just, like, try and finish at least one run per day. And getting any finished runs is a success. Pretty face guy. Weapon guy. Ooh, missed my dash. And that threw me off just enough to miss the pixel. Miss it by a pixel. Rats. My bad. I could have saved it, but I didn't. Empty. Double empty or frat guys? No, generic dudes. Incredibly wrong. Generic dudes can do anything. It's not scientifically possible for generic dudes to do anything? I'll take that coin. Uh-oh. Come up here. No, just barely too far away. Okay, I have to bank on him running away there. He did. That's very, very lucky. Oh, wow. Sub 130 with the mob. That's a huge victory. I'm so happy with this run. Feels good. Let's see how long we keep the chain. Very likely to lose it in the next room. Nice lag, by the way. Thank you. I bet the generic dudes don't give themselves enough credit. I bet they've got more going on. They're interesting and unique. Yes, that's one of the lovely things about them in EX, is that the entire school tries to join you if you do the right things in the game. Deadly pattern, but they let me through. Likely to lose the chain here. Okay. They're awesome, yeah. It's pretty laggy, but we got through. Mid-game time. That hit me. Wow. And empty. And I hit an invisible wall, so I lost the chain. I just got kunio'd so freaking hard. That's amazing. That's why I usually don't dash when I go back into that room, but that one time I dashed. And so it killed the run even harder. That's the mid-game for you. That's River City Ransom. Yep, the tunnel ate my chain. The one time that I dashed back into the tunnel, it counted as me running into an invisible wall. That's why I usually walk back into it. That's exactly why. So there's a lesson for you if you run this game. Don't run back into the tunnel, or else you'll probably lose your weapon. New England folklore crap. Kunio Zexel. That was a very successful beginning of the run, though. Very happy with that. Pink Doug got destroyed. Just like I'm about to be. Very slow. And empty. Empty here. Frat guys in the dump. I know I shouldn't say this out loud, but the dump has been incredibly kind to me today. So, not only does that sound wrong, but it's also probably going to, tempt fate into getting me hit there every single time from here on out. Mini sidewalk time. What are you doing, pretty face guy? Nice. Free real estate. Homeboys in the warehouse. Give me the best pattern, please. Thank you. But Doug was slow. Still worked. I suck, though. I completely ruined it. It's so hard not to ruin the best pattern, honestly. Still fast. Lost a bunch of time, but it was still fast compared to most other patterns. Still sub 130. I lost about 4 or 5 seconds there. Empty dump. Nice movement. It's a shame I messed up the warehouse, but this is still a successful run. Alright, will the dump destroy me this time? Generic dudes can do anything! They let me through. It's even weirder when they don't have any weapons. Alright, could get a deadly pattern here. Internationals. And very likely to lose the chain here. Nope, empty dump. Okay, don't give me the laggiest pattern, please. I got the same pattern twice in a row. That's really funny. That's pretty laggy, but it's okay. That actually would have been better for the first time through, because I would have been able to hit them both at the same time there. Mid-game time again. Nice spacing. There was nothing I could have done there. Not the best. Okay, I can't take the homeboys in the next room. Nice. Very happy with this run. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what the game lets us do. Good Mojo's room. Yeah, 321 is very commonly what I get after Mojo's room on pretty good paces. Will Bobsled has consistently gotten like 10 seconds faster than that. I'm not on that level yet. Alright, does the game kill me? Missed my dash. Should be able to do the shakedown here if I'm successful. Very nice. Alright, here we go. Will the game let us through, and will I succeed? It's all about to get way harder from here. I could die here. Best pattern. I missed it. Ah! I missed it both times. I was too high and too late both times. Dang it. Nothing I could do there. He stopped at the absolute perfect time. So that he could frame perfectly stop and then swing his weapon and preempt my Mach Punch. I got Kunio'd. I knew he was gonna be there, and so I actually buffered my punch, but he was still faster. Oh well. Good attempt. I messed up both fastest patterns that I saw. I messed up the fastest pattern in the warehouse and in Ivan's room. But it was still a pretty good pace. Kunio, go rush! Here he comes! Here he comes! The generic dudes are on me right now. Well, that was perfect coverage. Somehow got around that. Bad pattern. Yep. And the run's dead. Mm-hmm. Frat guys in the dump. Cuneo Mystery Dungeon, the turf of the unknown school. Cuneo Mystery Dungeon, huh? Huh. Mystery dungeons have been popping up all over River City. Yeah, terrible pattern. Mob again. You'd think this is EX, with how often they're appearing. A beat-em-up mystery dungeon would be interesting and possibly fun. Yeah. It's just a funny-looking warehouse or factory. Sidewalk time. Keep the frat boys safe. Generic dudes can do anything. Oops. Thank you so much for the clip. Sidewalk time. Keep your frat boys safe. Yeah, those are always the types of things I say that get ersatz clipped. Ersatz is fate. Deadly pattern. Yeah, I mean, I like getting clipped, so that's fine by me. I should have waited, I should have waited. The other guy's gonna spawn on the right. Can't say how or when, but it will happen. Not today, not tomorrow, but soon, for the rest of your life. Sidewalk time. Doug, get up here! I called him Doug. Maybe he has been upgraded. Yeah, that's funny. It's been raining here for hours now. Like, not light rain. Same thing with yesterday, and the forecast called for 0 rain. That's usually how it goes in the spring, not the late summer / autumn. I stink. Yep, that was completely my fault. I moved too far forward. I don't know why I'm switching to uppercuts as well. Those are slower than the finishing kicks. Dang clear over there, huh? And apparently it's clear over my friend's house 15 minutes away. Because he asked me to play tennis. Yeah, it's been raining, like, fairly heavily this entire stream. I will find you. And I will clip you. Amazing. I don't mind, because if I want to be doing some tricking streams in the next few weeks, then that'll be good for the ground. Yeah, they waited the perfect amount of time. I can't believe that didn't hit me. Yeah, thrown weapons have weird hitboxes in this game. Bad pattern. He's blocking. Let's just do this. That's pretty slow, but we'll take it. Tommy boy for the fans! No, I had barely too much health. Sometimes when you have 3 health, it works. If you're on the lower end of 3 health, then it works, but I was on the higher end of 3 health there. Homeboys. It looked like I missed the coin anyway, so... Pink Doug, no! Squids? I tried. Pink Doug was an omen of death. The squid of Manhattan. Yeah. That's only the second time they've shown up this stream there. I think they're a 1% and the homeboys are a 2%. But squids can basically show up in the entire game. I don't know what it is with Matagawa. Why they have such a massive reign over River City. Yeah, the squids of River City. They are just as brutal, especially in EX. Yeah, they are the most wide-ranging, except for maybe the generic dudes in EX, I guess. In this game, they are the most wide-ranging school, Matagawa squids. They can show up early game all the way to the very last room where gangs can show up. Homeboys. Yeah, I think they can show up in this room even. I have to ask around about what the lore for that is. Why Matagawa shows up absolutely everywhere. Bad pattern. Generic dudes. Oh! Godlike. Oh my god, it worked. And I got the bad bounce. It was... The game knew. The game knew. That's still a good time. But I got freaking screwed out of a sub 130 generic dudes. That was amazing. At least I got the Tommy Boy backup. And then I suck. I was talking. I shouldn't talk while I have to do very precise things. That was awesome, though. I still feel good about it. Sidewalk time with sideburns. Deadly pattern. This could take a while. Not as bad as I thought. I stink so much. I tried my hardest to... Oh my god! I haven't failed the platforming in the warehouse that hard in a while. Rats. Well, I've biffed this run up so far, but let's see what we can do. Will we keep the chain here? Nope. Perfect coverage. Run is almost certainly dead. We'll try to practice the platforming if we can get that far. After how badly the platforming went first time around, I definitely want to see if I can redeem myself. I probably would have lost the chain there anyway. That's a lot of lag. Yeah, I never see their leader, like, not even in the ROM hack. I see somebody wearing Locals colors in a four-way battle. Why were you running down? It's a chain! And I missed. What are you doing? Well, that was way too slow. No seasonal best chance here, but we'll keep playing. Yeah, there's one boss that wears Matagawa clothing in the ROM hack. So I can't tell if that's their leader. If that's the leader, I guess they're not very significant. Or it just symbolizes that they're controlled by the zombies. Well, this is way too slow to do anything, so I will try a box sled again. Yep, nice movement. Well, nothing I could do about that. I got Kunyo'd. The Dragon Twins took him out before the game started. What's the deal with Matagawa, man? Why are they so prominent if they're such an afterthought in that way? That's really interesting. Thank you for looking it up. That's very useful information for me. I appreciate it. Nice formation. The wiki, okay. I'm in the Discord for the wiki now, so... That was probably the place I was going to ask around if you hadn't checked the wiki yourself. So I probably would have gotten the same information. Nicely done. Too much lag in the beginning, and then that's too much time loss. Coming up is run number 1750. On these splits. Empty room, frat guys in the dump. Nice. Nice, that was godlike. Bad pattern. And he stopped before I could react. Terrible spawning position. Used to be one of those dorks on fight game message boards who couldn't do a combo, but knew their favorite food and hobbies. Yes, that's me too. That is still me. Very strange pattern there. I had no idea what to do. We got through. Woohoo! Lots of homeboys in here today. Could get a deadly pattern here. That was the strangest pattern I've ever seen. They covered me. Wait, that hit me? He was clearly in front of me. Okay, I got Kunio'd really hard there in both rooms. Internationals can appear there sometimes, as you can see. I had, in the room before that, I had to move all the way down to not get hit by the first guy. But the second guy was way far back and all the way up. So there was nothing I could do to get around him. That was godlike. And then the game broke in the second room and didn't hit the guy that was in front of me. Fighting game stories are like the peak of lore. Fighting games, more like lore games. Mini sidewalk time. Lore combo. Terrible pattern. I don't know why he didn't run for the crate. Yeah, I saw the empty coming. I still had to run in though. Really bad pattern. $134 with a reset of the factor of the warehouse. Nice movement. Successful run. Kyo's a pretty boy. That was maybe my best juking in the dump ever. And it only happened because I wasn't paying attention, and so I just reacted with pure soul. Deadly pattern, nothing I can do about that. Run is almost certainly dead now. Unless I get a miracle in the mid-game. Had no idea what to do there, clearly. You have to wait a long time as they're getting up with the lead pipe. It behaves differently. Chain! Alright. Let's see what we can do with this. .331's not very good, but I'll do my best from here. Turn into a werewolf. Cloned! Turned into a werewolf, died. Fighting game lore. And now he's here to throw weak sauce fireballs. Uh-oh. I made it! Should be able to do the shakedown here. I've gotten very lucky with that today as well. I've gotten really good luck today, honestly. Thank you, game. I messed up. I stink. Missed the frame perfect on the early side. Boring. Let's keep going. Am I dead here? Second best pattern. Nope. I only got one punch there. Ruined it. Extra round. My bad. Weird pattern. I stink. Got the backup, but that's... Failing the gym jump is so sad, and now I don't have floating state. Ow, boys. Nothing I could do. He preempted his swing, which made me block instead of doing stone hands. There was no way I could tell when he was actually going to move up, so I did my best. Alright, thank you so much for joining. It was amazing. And I hope you have I hope you have an awesome sleep. I'm probably going to go for maybe 15 more minutes or so. We'll see. I wanted to go at least 2 hours. I'm having a good time. And it's really nice to be here with everybody. Well, I want to keep reasonable grind times here. This has been a good session. Excuse me. Yeah, have an amazing sleep. Thank you for stopping by. Alright, Zyzy. Best of luck with your sleep. I hope you have a wonderful rest. I'm looking very much forward to the mecha driving. And thank you for the good luck. Free real estate. Thank you very much. Homeboys in the warehouse. Nice, sub 130. I missed my dash several times. Successful run. Nice. Let's see how long I keep the chain. Very likely to lose it in this room. Yep. Nothing I could do about either of those. Run is almost certainly dead now. We lost a lot of time, and we had to rely on getting a miracle with weapons in the mid-game. Let's try to practice the platforming here. Frat guys in the warehouse. Alright, we need a miracle here. We got it. But now I'm probably dead. Alright. Let's keep going. I can take the homeboys in the next room if I have to. Goodbye. 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 That's a really, really, really awful start. Goodbye. Terrible Mojo's room. That probably killed my chances. And that certainly did. Don't know how that was too far left. Disastrous Mojo split. I'll see what I can do from here. Maybe I'll try the box sled again. That's how bad the Mojo split was. Nice. Haha. Here we go again. I got it the first time, at least. I'll probably call... Next run past the warehouse will probably be the last one of the session. Okay, then. Generic dudes can do anything. Same pattern. And that time we got through. Mini sidewalk time. Nice deadly pattern. That wasn't a stun? Okay. Mob. No. Sidewalk time. Generic juice can do anything. Mini sidewalk time. Free real estate. Homeboys in the warehouse. Come on. Thank you. They both blocked. Wow. Nice. Last run of the session for now. Absolutely nothing I could have done. The game heard me. They perfectly covered me. I got Kunio'd, but we'll keep going. Perfect coverage again. On the last run of the session, the dump treated me about as badly as it possibly could have. That's pretty standard, though. Run is almost certainly dead. I need to hope for an absolute miracle in the mid-game if we get there. I'll try to practice the platforming if I get there. If I get there, if I get there, if I get there. Laggiest pattern. Maximum time loss. Game is barely moving. And PB is dead. We lost 10 seconds in the last two splits. That is not a chain. Or a lead pipe. They can't have lead pipes, but, you know. Fortunately, it's not as powerful, so we have to take an extra round there. Goodbye. I don't know why AI would do that, but it does. This will be tough. Got it. Alright. We've wrangled it. Still really bad. Well, let's see what I can do. Because this is the last attempt of the session, I will not attempt the box sled here. Let's see if I die anyway. Let's go for the shakedown. There we go. Nice. There's some time save. Almost impossible to get a seasonal best from here, but let's see what the game gives us. Deadly pattern. Nice jump. That was really cool. Here we go. Very bad pattern, and nothing I could do about that. Okay, very lucky. Ha! Nice. Alright, time to die. Yep. They goaded me directly onto the stick. I had to try to cover my flank and block, but as soon as he spawned there and wasn't on my level, I was screwed. I got Kunio'd. Good attempt. We actually did have a chance to get a seasonal best there. But the top floor, it's... At the very top level of skill, you're still about 50-50 to die there. In a speedrun. Good session, good session.
Behind every DIY.
Excuse me, Twitch, I muted you. Why do you just break every single day? Thank you all for joining. I really hope you all enjoyed that. We'll save that best split. Our seasonal sum of best is 535. Very nice. I think I'll just let you go for now. Really, really appreciate you all. Yeah, thank you. It's a delight to be able to hang out. So I can't express my appreciation enough just for you, just to have people to hang out with. So, but never feel any pressure to. It's just nice whenever you feel like you want to. And thank you again for the sub, Epsil. And I'll be back sometime soon. I don't know about tomorrow, because tomorrow's a busy day. But until next time, I wish all of you the best that life has to offer. Have a beautiful one. Dream on, folks. Peace. Take care. Thank you so much.